Hey everyone, this is going to be a tutorial for a medium standard gem tree. If you haven't seen my small standard gem tree tutorial, you might want to go look at that or watch that first and see if you'd want to do that one first before you did this one. This one is similar to how you do the small standard gem tree. There's just more branches involved and a little bit more work. So I couldn't find where I put my two small standard gem trees that I made as a comparison to this one, but they are smaller and they don't look as full as this one looks. So I guess I'll get started. The materials that you will need is a rock. I will not be using this rock. I need to go to the rock and mineral store to buy some rocks, but I'm just giving you an example of the size you might need, maybe a little bit smaller. And you will need a pair of wire cutters and possibly a pair of pliers. You're going to need a roll of tarnish resistant wire in 24 gauge. When I did this small standard gem tree, I gave you the option of either using 26 gauge or 24 gauge, but 26 gauge will not work for this size tree. It's just going to be too weak. The wire's too thin. And 22 gauge will not work because it's too thick. You're just gonna snap all your gemstones when you're twisting the branches. So you really should be using 24 gauge wire. And make sure it's tarnish resistant. The brand I'm using is Beadsmith. I paid $7 for it and there's 30 yards here. I probably use 1 1/4 spools to do this tree. I could probably make these with just 1 spool, but I don't measure my wire, so I usually go over a spool when I'm making the standard mediums. So you'll probably only need 1 spool, but I would suggest getting 2 spools just in case. You're gonna need gemstones, whichever kind you want. The kind I'm gonna be using is blue gold stone, which is a very dark purple. It looks black, but it's purple and it's really sparkly and pretty. And you will need E6000 glue. Hot glue will not work for this. Neither will most glues. If you have an extremely strong adhesive, you can go ahead and try that. But these trees need a very strong glue to hold it to its base. Do not use hot glue. Okay, so I guess I'll get started. First thing you want to do is grab your spool of wire. And this is going to be a 2-part tutorial, by the way. I learned from my first gem tree that I cannot fit it in 1 video. And there's going to be 2 sizes of branches that you're doing on this tree, as opposed to the small standard where you only used 1 size branch. And the first branch I'm going to show you how to do is the 3 stone branch. And you're going to need approximately 2 feet of wire. You could probably get away with a little bit less, but it's easier to take wire away than it is to add it. You know, you can't add wire once you've got your branch going. Add length to it. So I'd go over what you probably need just to be safe. So once you have your approximate 2-foot wire, you want to grab your gemstone and just slide it on. And grab your other end and find the middle. See, there's the middle. Oops, sorry guys. And then what I like to do is I put my finger like that and I twist. And you want to twist until this twisted part is about 1/4 of an inch. Do not over twist the wire. You want to get it so that it looks tight, so that the twist looks tight, but if you go past that, you're going to fatigue the wire and snap it, and then you're just going to have to scrap that branch and start over again. So do not fatigue it. So once you have it looking like that, hope it's not too blurry for you. Then you want to take one end or one side of the wire, grab another gemstone, slide it on. So it's going to look like this. You want to push this gemstone right here so that it's about 1/4 of an inch away from this twisted part. And then fold the wire over towards the twisted part. And then hold it with your fingers and twist like that. Hopefully this is clear enough for you guys. So then you've got this right here. Now you want to take the other wire, or the other side, the one that you haven't twisted a stone on, and get a stone and put that on there. Keep it 1/4 of an inch away from the center one of the first twisted gemstone that you did. Fold it towards the center, grab it with your pointer and thumb, and twist it until the twist is tight looking. And when you're twisting these two side ones, you basically want to twist the wire until it reaches the center here. So then you've got it looking like that. Then you want to take your finger like this, and I do it this way just because I find it easiest to twist this way, and my twists are more even and not so sloppy. And then just start twisting down. And I do about 1/4 of an inch down on this last twist. And when you're twisting, it also helps to pull the wire, you know, just to pull down as you're twisting, and that'll also help keep the twist more nice looking and neat looking. So this is what you end up with at the end on your 3-stone branch. I'm going to show you again. And this tree requires 15 3-stone branches and 15 5-stone branches. So once again, I'm pulling my wire out about 2 feet, cutting it. Grab a stone. And one thing that I would look out for when you're putting the stones on here is sometimes the holes are drilled really close to the edge. And when you see a stone that's like that, you just need to set it aside and not use it for this project, because it's going to snap when you're twisting the wire. And it's really hard to untwist wire to try and get another stone on there. You could always glue a stone onto the small loop that the rock broke off of, but I just don't like that look. So if you see a little rock chip that where the hole's not drilled in the center and it doesn't look very strong to you, then just set it aside. Don't even risk it. So once again, I slid the first gemstone onto the wire, and then I found the center. Put my finger right there and then just started twisting. So there's the first gemstone on there. And take one wire, slide on a gemstone, hold it 1/4 of an inch from the center, fold the wire over to the center, and then twist it. Grab the other wire, slide it on, 1/4 of an inch from the center right here, fold it over, grab it, twist it. Then take the 2 wires, put my finger in between the 2, holding it tight, and then twisting it 1/4 of an inch down. And I'm obviously not using a ruler, so you know the lengths aren't exactly the same. They're not perfect, but personally I don't really care if they look perfect or not. It's a tree, you know, trees don't look perfect. So go ahead and make 15 of those 3 stone branches and just set them aside. So the next branch I'll show you is the 5 stone branch, and it's basically doing the same thing. You're just adding more stones to it. You're adding 2 more stones to it. So for the 5 stone branch, I usually like to go about 2.5 feet. You could probably get away with 2 feet. But like I said, I'd rather have extra wire at the end than not enough wire when you're twisting the trunk of the tree at the end. So just pulling it out to about 2.5. So you're doing the same thing. Slide on your first stone. Pull it towards the center. Twist it 1/4 of an inch down. Grab one wire. Slide on a stone. Just making sure that rock chip was, the hole was far enough in the center. 1/4 of an inch from the center. Fold it over, fold the wire to the center, twist it. Grab the other wire. Not going to use that one. The hole's too close to the edge. Yep, it's really close to the edge. Sorry, guys. I have to find a stone that'll work. It's just not worth sticking a stone on there that's gonna break. You can't exactly smooth kinks out of wire when you untwist it. 1/4 inch from the center. Twist it, fold it over, twist it. And once you got it like that, twist the 2 wires 1/4 inch down. And then this is where you add more onto it. Grab 1 wire again. Slide on the stone. And this time you want to go a little bit more than 1/4 inch from the center. And usually I just go a little bit further past this first layer of stones right here. So I'll like hold the rock right there and then fold over the wire. So it's like that. And then twist it. Sometimes the type of material you're using, like sometimes a lot of the times pearl, like I've got some unpolished mother of pearl chips, and that is kind of a brittle material, so I have to use my pliers to hold right underneath the stone, underneath the shell, or the pearl, you know what I'm talking about, and then twist it so that I'm not putting any tension on the piece of pearl. But if you've got, most of the stones though, most of the gemstones are hard enough to handle the twist from 26 gauge wire, are strong enough to handle the twist. So once you've got the 5 stones on there like that, then to finish off this branch, so you want to grab it like this with your finger in between the 2 wires and twist down. And this time you want to twist closer to 1/2 inch down. I'm going to do that one more time. About 2.5 feet. Grab a stone, slide it on, find the center, twist it 1/4 inch down, grab 1 wire, quarter of an inch from the first gemstone, fold it over, twist, grab the other wire, put on a gemstone, quarter of an inch from the center, and twist. Fingers in between the two wires, twist a quarter of an inch down, grab one wire, go a little bit further past this first layer of stones, fold it towards the center, and twist. Grab the other wire, put a stone on, go a little bit past the first layer, fold over, and twist. Finger between the two wires, twist down about half an inch. So now I'm going to show you how to assemble all of the 3 stone branches and the 5 stone branches to make 1 8 stone branch. So the first thing you want to do is grab 3 of your 3 stone branches. You want to put them together, and do you see where the twists end on the branch? You just want to put them all together. You don't want to twist the parts of wire that are already twisted on the branches. You want to twist together all of the untwisted parts, if I'm making any sense to you at all. So once you have them together like that and all the twisted, you know, it's at all of the branches are together right at the bottom of the twisted parts, then you want to twist them all together like this. And then you're going to end up something like that. See if I can just separate them here so that I can show you. That's what you'll end up with. Then you want to take 3 of your 5 stone branches, here it is, and you want to put them around the grouping of 3 stone branches that you just twisted. So you want to take your wire, or you know, put them together right at the point where the wire isn't twisted anymore. Sometimes it takes a little adjusting. Don't rush, just take your time. So once you have them kind of bundled together and they're all kind of at the same, you know, you have all the parts that you have them all together at the bottom of the twisted part. I feel like I'm not explaining it good enough. If you have any questions, I can show you again in another video. Just put the branches together where they're not twisted anymore at the very bottom. And try and get the bundle of 3 stone branches in the center of the grouping of 5 stone branches. But if it's not exactly in the center, that's okay. So once you've got it adjusted the way you like, then you want to twist all the branches together again. And I twist it down about a 1/2 inch. You can always twist more when you're assembling the tree. So that's one branch finished, and you want to go ahead and do that with the rest of the branches. So each 8 stone branch has 3 stone branches in it and 3 5 stone branches in it. Okay, you twist the 3 stone branches together first, and then you twist the 3 5 stone branches around that grouping of 3 stone branches. So I'm going to cut the video out here, let my camera charge, and then I will get the second video up of assembling the tree. So thanks for watching.